Welcome back to another episode of Mindset Minutes. I believe this is episode 6. I could be wrong. I'm not really sure. It is 9:18 on a Monday morning, and it is about like breathing through a wet washcloth outside right now. It is so humid, but nonetheless, we are enjoying it. And I figured I'd bring this episode outside to you guys because why not? It's fun, something different, new environment, so we don't get too bored of the old environments inside and get outside a little bit. So, yeah, that's kind of nice to look around nature here. I probably get pretty distracted when I'm talking, but that's okay. I got my water, which I'm probably going to break a sweat during this. Honestly, it's so muggy out here. It's all right, though. Oh, my goodness. And the sun is my own softbox right now. It is giving me lighting. That's what we want. Okay. So, today, we don't have much to talk about, but what we do have to talk about is pretty in-depth. So, saddle up, get your snacks, get your drinks. It's going to be about 15, 20 minutes of me yapping, and then you guys can go on your merry way. But what I have to talk about today is I was watching a video a couple days ago of Nick Bare, and he was talking about how a lot of people have their lives 1 mile wide and 1 inch deep. He used this aphorism, and it was 1 mile wide, or this comparison, whatever you want to call it. It was 1 mile wide and 1 inch deep, and he would rather be 1 inch wide and a mile deep into 3 things versus 1 mile wide and 1 inch deep into 10 things. And honestly, that resonates with me because I feel like a lot of us have a lot of responsibilities, a lot of things that we have to show up for day in and day out. And I think it's hard for us to devote a lot of energy to things that we want to get better at, to things we want to do better at. And understanding that it might take some things that are going to need to fall off the train for a little bit, or that are going to need to maybe not get so much of my attention for a while, to understand that on the other side is a better life and a better version of myself. And I think that's where I'm stuck at right now. Is I'm not really, I wouldn't say stuck. I'm making sure the iPad's recording because it is, yesterday I recorded an entire episode and it didn't even save. So it's great. Anyways, because right now where I'm at is, in dirt bikes, I've been all out on dirt bikes for the last probably solid 4 years. And it's been fun. It's not saying that I'm giving up dirt bikes, but in the other realm is that understanding that, hey, it's okay to take a break for the rest of the year. It's okay to not race for the rest of the year and just ride my dirt bike to enjoy it, not to learn more things for this next race, learn more things for whatever else is ahead. I'm literally just going to, when I am cleared to ride my dirt bike again, I'm just going to ride because I enjoy it, not because it's something that I feel like I have to do. And I'm going to work on making other things in my life like that more enjoyable and not feel like something I have to do, because it doesn't have to be that way. And it's hard. It's hard to do that. I'll absolutely admit it. It's not easy. And you just understanding that, hey, I need to take a step back for a better version of me in the future. And it's hard to understand because trade-offs are very easily to be like, well, there's so many trade-offs. I don't want to give this thing up. I don't want to give my sport up. I don't want to give my time with my husband or my wife up before dinner, or I don't want to give that time up after dinner with my husband or my wife to go train in the gym to make a better version of me so my kids can see a better example who their dad really is, and a good example, or whatever the trade-off is. If you're stuck in a point like that right now where it's like, oh my goodness, there's so many things that I don't know what to do because this is going to have to stop and this is going to have to stop, and then it's all going to fall apart, and then it's just, no. Just identify things in your life that you're giving attention to right now that could be not have as much attention given to them. That could be once a week instead of every day. That could be twice a week instead of every day. It doesn't have to be anything substantial. You don't have to cut everything off. But in the same sense, if you want that better version of yourself, so if you are training for a marathon, there's going to be trade-offs. That's either going to be, if you work a full-time job, that's going to either mean staying up later at night or getting up earlier in the morning to make sure you can make it happen. And that's a trade-off. That's a plain example of a trade-off. That's really, really hard for people to understand. That's hard for people to come to terms with. There's no, I forget what I read this morning, but there's no, that's going to kill me. I can't remember. There's no excuses. There's only trade-offs. There's no benefits. There's only trade-offs, or something like that, where trade-offs are a real thing. And I think people try to mask them with like, oh, well, this wasn't getting all of my attention, so I'm just going to cut it all off and be done with it. And then it just goes away. And then so it's like, what do you do? Like, well, you identify where you can be better, where your attention is better focused. If your attention is better focused in the business that you're wanting to build, then I suggest you focus your attention on the business that you want to build and not the, I'm just going to use an example, 4-H group that you've been a part of for your whole life, and focus on the business that you're wanting to build, if that's the case and that's something you want to do. And it's such a slippery slope because, and then again, it's not complicated. It's like, what goal do you have? What goal do you want to do? Do you want to run a marathon? Do you want to just look better in the gym, look better in your day-to-day life? Whatever that is, set that goal and then understand that, hey, all these things cannot just follow me. This 1 pint of ice cream twice a day is not going to help me in the real world when I could focus that into some better decisions for my nutrition. And I think people just have such a hard time coming to reality. I myself have a hard time with coming to reality with stuff like that, like understanding that this is going to have to be cut off in order for me to see this better version of myself on the other side. And it's so hard to do because you feel like we're so comfortable where we're at. Like there's a quote where it says, people will absolutely, hands down, choose an unfamiliar hell versus people will absolutely choose a familiar hell over an unfamiliar heaven. And that is 100% true. And it's a lot of people. Like, look at the people that, not saying that there's anything wrong with it, but there's people that find it easier to work the job where, what's the wording? Because I don't want to like make anybody mad, but there's people that will find it easier to work the $50,000 a year salary job versus taking the chance on the skill that they have and making a business to 10x that in 10 years. And they would rather work that $50,000 job because that's an unfamiliar heaven that they aren't unaware. They're unaware of what the benefits are, what they will be able to reap from that. And so it's also the uncertainty. Like, I deal with a lot of uncertainty. It's tied to my anxiety, and it's hard to try something new. It's hard to go in on something because it's so uncertain. You don't know what lies on the other side. You just have to trust. You have to trust that God is in control of that, and you have to trust that as long as I stay in motion, as long as I keep moving forward, it's going to fall into place regardless. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and it'll be absolutely obvious that it's not going to work, and it doesn't work. So it's just, okay, bye, we're done, move on to the next thing. Cool. Like that leads into the other things. Like, don't try to force something. If something is you want to do something, or it starts to feel like you have to do it, and then when you have to do it, then it's like, oh, I gotta go work on my business, or I gotta go do this, and then it's like, I feel like I have to do it, and the business isn't paying for itself, or it's not showing results for a long time, then move on to something else. Your time is valuable, and just focus that time somewhere else. Like, it's so easy, but so complicated at the same time, because there's so many different moving variables in our lives. And I'm thirsty. I told you guys I work up a sweat. It's part of it. It is so humid out here. Oh my goodness. And we're under heat advisory today. What else is new? But yeah, trade-offs. Identify the trade-offs. Identify what might have to be dropped off the wagon for a while, and in order for a better version of you to come out on the other side. Plain and simple. If you want to become a manager, at your store or whatever, wherever you work. If you want to earn that higher position, the trade-offs is going to be, maybe I won't take my 15-minute break, and I'll focus that 15-minute break on making the organization of the store better, so that way when it is time to close, we can do better here and everybody can get home earlier. And once that is noticed, then they'll be like, oh, well, this guy goes above and beyond to be a better version for his employees and other realms of that. That's just an example, but that is ways you should think. Like it's so, I don't know. Trade-offs are a fun thing, but yeah, be 1 inch wide and a mile deep on something. I'd rather be 1 inch wide and 1 mile deep on something on 3 things versus a mile wide and an inch deep on 10 things. Like, I would much rather have my attention focused on 3 things so I can be a lot better at that and consistent with that and know a lot more. It's like knowing anatomy, how to rebuild an engine, how to build a table, how to change oil in a car, and how to build an umbrella. Random, I know, but it's knowing how to do all those, but you only know how to take the bolts out. I would rather know how to build a chair, know how to build an umbrella, and know how to rebuild a car, and know how to do it all start to finish, than just knowing the outer shell. And that, there's a lot to be said about that in day-to-day life. So yeah, it's very easy to just understand that my attention can be focused on a lot less than it is on now. Not saying that things have to be given up, but maybe I'm not on my phone as much. Boom, check. That gives me more time. Maybe I'm not sitting around as much. Boom, check. That gives me more time. Maybe when I am sitting around, I am reading or writing or sitting and staring and thinking instead of feeding myself with social media. There's a time and place for it. And yeah, there's plenty of ways you can identify where you can be better in your day-to-day life and focus your attention and your energy on a lot more things on a lot less things than you already do. So yeah, it could have been confusing for you guys, and I hope it wasn't. But how long are we? 13 minutes in. This is a short one. Honestly, I told you I didn't have much to talk about. Shoulders getting looked at. Let's see. Thursday we go for the MRI, which today is Monday. Thursday we go for the MRI, and then the Monday after, so a week from today, I go to the doctor and get it looked at. Yeah. So that's the story with that. The ankle is better. Feels pretty good. Back to cycling, which is nice. But yeah, motoring on. We're staying consistent. And we're just being the best version that we can be right now. So I thank you guys for watching. I thank you for your time and your ears for listening to this. Excuse me. Man. Make sure, before you leave the video, make sure you go down and subscribe. Make sure you go down and give it a like. Let me know what you thought. Give me some of your insights in the comments if you would like. And I appreciate your time. I appreciate who you are as a person. And don't ever doubt your ability. Don't ever doubt what you can do. And yeah, that's it for me. Have a good one, guys. And make yourself proud. Words are hard. Make yourself proud. See you guys.